Excuse me, everybody, real quick. Louder? How's that? Better? Okay. I'm not going to take up too much time here. I'm going to let you guys get back to your salads. My grandfather, Bill Pletch, is going to say grace quickly. Don't worry about already digging in. You guys can repent at some point, okay? No, I want to thank everyone here for obviously being a part of our wedding, being a part of our rehearsal dinner. Megan and I are so just overjoyed with everybody being a part of this. Thanks, Jackie. Being a part of this occasion for us. Mainly, I want to thank, not mainly, but first I would like to thank our parents, Mom, Dad. Thank you guys for obviously all the support with leading up to this big weekend for us. And we love you guys and appreciate everything you've done. Mike and Margaret, thank you guys both for all the support as well and for welcoming me to the family. From the first day I ever met you guys, it means the world to me. I love you guys, with all my heart. So I can't wait to marry your daughter. And then, I wanted to thank the grandparents that can make it as well. Audrey, Nana, and Grandpa Bill. It means the world to us that you guys can be here. My grandfather, George, and Grandma's grandpa, Bob, unfortunately weren't able to, but they're here in spirit, so that is something that we're definitely not forgetting. Our wedding party, you guys mean the world to us. We love everything that you guys have done for us, not to us. And sorry, my arm's getting tired, so it's shaking a little. But no, I mean, these guys in my wedding party are, I'm not even really that nervous. You'd be able to tell if I was, but my arm's shaking.
Want me to hold it for you?
No, I've got it. So, there we go. That one's calmer. But no, I mean, all the guys in my wedding party, you guys have done so much for me over the years. I don't really have too many words that can really convey what you guys all mean to me. Some of you have just been there for the longest time, ever since high school. Others of you, I guess one of you, only Dave, was there in college. What's up, Dave? But I know Megan has the same sentiment to all the girls in the wedding party as well, that you guys do so much for us, mean so much to us, that we just love you guys so much, and thank you so much for all that you've done, the money you've spent on dresses and suits and bachelor party and bachelorette party. It doesn't go unnoticed by us that obviously it's asking a lot, and we just love you guys to death, so thank you so much. And then I guess, a special shout out to Andy and to Kayla. You guys, the best man and the maid of honor. We can't wait to see you guys in the spotlight on Saturday, saying a few words. So be kind to us. And last but not least, to my beautiful wife to be, Megan. I love you. You look beautiful tonight, and I cannot wait to see you in your wedding dress on Saturday and to finally call you my wife. So I love you, babe, and I cannot wait to get this show on the road. Everybody enjoy themselves this weekend. I know we got a lot kind of packed in there, so we do appreciate you guys sticking with us through it all. And other than that, I'm going to hand the mic off to my grandpa Bill for a quick grace, and then we'll continue to dig in. So thank you, guys.
I didn't really want his microphone. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Bless us, O Lord, in these thy gifts, which we are about to receive from thy bounty, through Christ our Lord, amen.
Now we're good? All righty then. Now we get to the point where everybody gets really nervous about talking about stuff. And I wasn't really nervous until Nick got up. Louder? Closer? Like that? That better? But I think I'll be fine. Nick, you did look really nervous, I got to tell you. Anyway, I'm going to just go through a few slides that kind of remind me of Nick growing up and Gwen with Nick growing up. About 87 slides. It shouldn't take that long. And we're going to start with this one. So this was Nick when we moved to Medina, Ohio. It was about 98 degrees out and about 90% humidity, and he wears plastic. It's like everybody in the neighborhood is, what's he doing, right? And the reason I wanted to bring this one up is because when we lived in Grays Lake, we went to the mall shopping for something in particular, and we had to kind of do a shortcut through the furniture store part of the building, of the department store. And we had to zigzag through it, did that. And of course the salesman stops us and says, hey, what are you guys looking for? What are you looking for? What are you looking for? And we're going, nothing. We're actually going to this other department. And then they're starting to close, and we come back through the same department, furniture store department, and this guy jumped on us again, just annoying as heck sales guy. And Nick is just getting revved up, as you can see, as he might, right? And Nick, literally, this guy is trying to hound us. Nick is in a 3-point stance and just charges the guy and heads him right in the crotch. The guy went, ooh, and fell. I mean, he was in pain. And so Gwen and I and Alex and Corey at that point, we said, let's get the hell out of here. The guy, you heard him, Nick. You heard him. So I'm kind of thinking, well, Nick will probably never become a salesman. Doesn't like them. So anyway, it just kind of reminded me of that moment. So this is Nick at about the same age. And this is at my deceased sister's house, unfortunately, Maggie's house. But Nick seemed to be infatuated with sticks for whatever reason. And they were actually, to Nick, they were guns. And so these are guns. Gwen and I are going, is he going to join the army? Or he's got the Rambo suit on. He's got the sticks in his pockets, which are guns. What is going to happen with this child? And it's also a very cute picture besides. And we will get back to that picture. This is when Nick was in, I believe, 7th grade when I was actually coaching football, which is amazing because I really don't know anything about football. And I was coaching Nick. Well, I'm on the sideline. Nick running this ball. And he goes in for a touchdown. And I'm just the enthusiastic dad. I'm on the sideline. I go charging after him. Trip. Fall on top of him. Laying on top of him after the touchdown. He looks at me like, what the hell are you doing, Dad? And that's when I realized, Nick has grown up a bit. Really doesn't want Dad jumping on him anymore. It was really quite embarrassing for me. And totally accidental. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is when Nick and Megan get married on Saturday and they're walking down the aisle on their way out, don't let me chase him and trip and fall on him again. That'd be bad. Anyway, so like I said, I don't have 87 slides, really just 3. I want to talk a little bit more about Megan now, the Meganator. So Gwen and I met Megan at, I believe it was the Fray concert at the Basilica, which is where they're getting married, so it's kind of ironic in a little bit in that way. But when I really got to know Megan was on Christmas, we always play Wii bowling. And Megan, I don't know if you've noticed, she's kind of competitive, just a little bit. So Megan and I we got into the final round, if I recall, of Wii bowling that night. And it was exciting. She is very competitive. I think I won, though, didn't I? Anyway, it was a good way to get to know Megan and her competitive spirit and everything else that goes along with it. And then the following Christmas, Nick and Megan show up with these T-shirts on that say Thing 1 and Thing 2. And I'm pretty sure Megan was Thing 1. Imagine that. And I'm going, I actually think this is a thing. Get it? Bad, sorry. But anyway, back to another picture. So, Nick, again, with the sticks. Nick had a nickname growing up. And clearly it wasn't Nicholas Stickless, because he's got plenty of sticks. That would be ridiculous. Kept it clean, Nick. Kept it clean. Anyway, now I'm going to hand the mic off to Gwen and Margaret. You betcha.
Love you.
Fun pictures, Steve. Good job.
All right.
Good job.
What do I have to do here?
Winner.
Okay. And Margaret. Okay. Okay. I've talked on these before at my job, but oh my God. Ditto on Steven. Is that better?
Yeah.
On everything. I mean, we love Megan. We of course love Nick. He was a challenge growing up, but he was a great challenge. Is that still? Okay. Megan's family, I just love them. I mean, we really are kind of close in a way. I mean, we don't see each other a lot, but I was fortunate enough to spend a weekend with them a couple weeks back at their cabin, and I just love them to pieces, and I really love Megan. Of course, I love Nick again. However, us moms have mother intuition that we just kind of want to bring forward, that we kind of knew this was going to happen.
That's so true, right, Gwen?
Yeah.
And I did did I turn the speaker off?
I don't know.
The red light went on.
Oh, you got the voice now. Okay, hold on.
I'm trying to hide it.
Oh,
You can hear me now?
Don't hold that button.
I won't touch that. Okay. Don't touch that button. Okay. I'm back. Anyway, as Gwen was mentioning, we became quick friends. And Megan told me right away I would just love their parents, which I do. And we've had a lot of fun. And like Gwen said, we had the mother's intuition that these two would be walking down the aisle. And
way before we knew each other.
way before we even met. We met also at the Basilica Block Party. So that's, yes, Megan and Nick invited both sets of parents and the kids to the Basilica Block Party, and that's where we met. So it's kind of memorable that now that you're going to get married there. And like that, we have proof. Gwen brought proof tonight for all of you. I'll let you share. Megan, bringing back memories?
Megan and Nick were in the wedding, Minnesota Bride Weddings book in 2017. This is Nick. And Megan, unfortunately,
We have proof. So
know that they were in this. We have proof. And we were like, if you want to see it, we'll pass it around. But
Yes.
anyway, I was like so happy when I saw this, just because I'm like, oh, but I wish Megan's face was showing. Anyway, it's a beautiful picture, and you guys have to see it if you didn't know about it. So thank you.
we thought it'd be fun to share.
both for,
I was wondering why that was.
yeah. All right. Anybody want
Yeah.
to see it?
Yeah, we'll go around show.
Okay. That's it. We love you guys.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. It's kind of weird. I'm like right by the speaker. Hello. All right. Hey guys. So my name's Alex. If you don't know me, I'm Nick's oldest brother. And thanks.
with that title comes the responsibility of course, benchmarking all the things that I couldn't get away with, but Nick could, essentially. We are very close in age, so with that comes, we spent a lot of time together. We really didn't spend as much time together, I don't think, until after high school, I'd say. We became really close. Since then, Nick is my golfing buddy, at times my therapist, and overall one of my best friends. I can honestly say that. So, I remember we were in Florida, and Nick was like, dude, I just slid in this really hot chick's DMs. And of course, me being the older brother, I had to verify first, right? I see her Instagram page, I'm like, oh, here goes another Instagram influencer. Megan proved me anything but that with her overall down-to-earthness and friendliness, and it's just been a real pleasure getting to know Megan over these years and the Moyna family, and I really look forward to combining these two clans. Pletch is family is very important to the Pletches, I should say, and I really look forward to Megatron joining us and becoming a Pletch, and I'd just like to raise a glass. Cheers to Nick and Megan. Looking forward to the weekend, guys. Anyone else? Any takers? Gil, I think you're up, bud. Love you.
Love you.
Short and sweet.
Love you.
You love you. The guillotine.
Thanks, brother. I'm not a talker. I got it. Oh, word. So, if you guys don't know me, I'm Paul, a.k.a. Gil, a.k.a. Pods. This guy's my best friend. Louder? Jeez, I don't want to talk that much louder. This is good, right? All right, sorry, burgers. My bad. So I'll probably get emotional up here because I consider Nick one of my brothers. Margaret and Mike, I appreciate everything you've done for these two. It's been awesome. Steve, Gwen, love you guys. I mean, you guys had me sleep over on school nights. I mean, sorry for sneaking out too many times, too. I probably will. But I'll keep this short and sweet. There's not many words I can say about Nick and Megan. I love them both. I don't like this guy. But I love you too. I can't wait to see what the future holds for you both. I don't get nervous, but I'm pretty nervous right now. And Nick, I'll start shaking my hand for you too. Yeah, I mean, I love you guys. There's nothing else I can say. I love you guys.
Love you, Todd.
There's a lot of other stuff I wanted to say, but I can't do it. I love you.
Sorry, I would. It's kind of crazy.
Howdy, everybody. Tyler Klodge, if I haven't met you. Been friends with Nick for a long time. It's funny. I was driving down from my parents' place this morning trying to think about what I would say about Nick and Megan. And, I figured I'd just get up here and roast the shit out of Nick. But that would be too easy. I figured I'd come up here and talk about his golf game, what everybody knows. And I think it's probably the thing Megan loves most about Nick, is how much he plays golf. And, Nick has played a lot of golf, probably more than anybody I know. And yet he's only beat me one time. And so I was going to tell stories about that, and yet I won't. I'm above that. And so then I figured, well, maybe I'd get up here and talk about hunting with Nick, because we've gone hunting many times, and I had the pleasure one time to hunt with both him, his father, and his brother Alex, who spoke earlier. And I had the pleasure of watching a bird get up in front of the whole Pletch family. And they all shot at this bird! And they all shot at this thing, and the bird just flew away like there was no tomorrow. So I thought, there's no way I will get up and just rip Nick, because it's just too easy. So I'm not going to do that. I am above that. But what I did want to think about is a story that to me kind of encapsulate Nick and Megan. And a couple of years ago, we went up to my parents' place. I don't even know if you remember this, but for the duck hunting opener, and Nick and I get up at 4:30 in the morning. We go out to this marsh, and we're all dressed up in camo, and we hunt and we shoot birds, and we're come home and we're in mud, and we think, man, we're about as manly as it gets, and we're walking down with our ducks, and Megan bursts out of the front door, and she goes, "Oh my God, they're wearing matching outfits! How cute!" So with that, I'd like to say, Nick and Megan, you guys are pretty much perfect for each other. And so I'd like to say good luck, congratulations, and here's to many more years of hopefully matching outfits with you, Nick. So cheers. I love you, buddy. I love you. You're the best.
So I don't know how all you guys are freeballing it. That's pretty impressive. I like to write mine out. Hi. I'm Blake Myron, and like most of the guys sitting out here, Nick and I have been friends for about 20 years now. I'll spare you the stories, but I do have a few favorite observations. For starters, Nick throws a football farther than anyone else I know. Just an absolute cannon for an arm. He's the fastest in any group at chugging an adult soda. For Megan's sake, please don't test that tonight. Nick, you've got this motor that's unlike anything I've ever seen. To that end, you're the only one I know who can honestly stay close with roughly, 25 best friends over the years. But in all seriousness, that's probably what I admire the most about you, man. You're dedicated to your people. Smarter folks than me have said that 95% of the battle is just showing up. It's simple, but it's really hard for most of us. And yet, Nick, you do it with such ease and intent. And what's amazing and really exciting for us here in the room is that you found an incredible match in Megan that does the same. I'll never forget a weekend like this, but out in Sonoma. We were celebrating Tyler and Maggie. And Megan, bless your heart, I think your knee had literally exploded a couple days before the trip. Playing, probably flag football. And God bless you, wheelchair and all, you made it through because at your core, you show up for your people. So, a very dear mentor of mine, who also happened to be my uncle, passed away a few weeks ago, and in his final days, he shared some words with me that I thought were worth sharing tonight. And I can hear him now. Blaker, don't wait. Don't wait to say I love you. Don't wait to open your mind. Don't wait to be happy. Don't wait to do good. Don't wait to give grace. Don't wait to forgive, even when not asked. Don't wait to assume your enemy is a good person. Don't wait to right your wrongs. Don't wait to get into therapy. Don't wait to rebuild the broken. Don't wait to let yourself be healed. And don't wait to focus on your obligations, not your rights. Don't wait to live a life of gratitude. look, like life has seasons, so does marriage. My hope, and probably more so my ask, is that you guys don't wait to show up for one another like you do for everyone else here in the room. I love you both, and I'm so excited for you guys. Cheers. I love you, buddy. So proud of you, man. You've been through so much. Thank you. Proud of you, man. Shoes to Filburns.
There's no way I can top that. I'm not even going to try and top it. I had to keep my I said I'm not going to try and top it. I can't. Mine's going to be very surface level, but I'm so excited for this day. Again, I'm not trying to top that. That's untoppable. I have to keep it surface level or I'll sob. But I'm so excited for this day and for this wedding. And I'm going to read because otherwise I'll choke and I'll get hyped. But there couldn't be two more kind and generous and thoughtful people. So I'm piggybacking off of this. But that we're celebrating a day. And I'm so excited that the day is finally here. Megan, you are such an amazing, thoughtful friend. And for every major or minor event in life, you are there. You are reaching out and you are showing up. Most of the time with a thoughtful card or a gift, just always one-upping every single time. The most thoughtful person that could ever be. And Nick, I feel so lucky to have you in my life too. You guys let me third wheel more times than I could count. And you are always looking out for Megan's best interests and what will make her the happiest and what will make you both better at the end of the day. Together, you are both so much fun, and you are extremely thoughtful and kind people with your time and your energy, and I know tomorrow will be an amazing reflection of that and the start to the rest of your lives together. I love being with you both. I love celebrating you both. I hope tomorrow brings you nothing but peace, and thank you for letting us be a part of your day. Cheers to the both of you. I love you. I can't wait.
So I've been saying that I haven't had time to write a speech, but I definitely have. I've had a lot of time. I work from home. Can you guys hear me? Okay, cool. I've been saying that I haven't had time to write a speech, but the truth is it's just hard to put pen to paper and explain like how much you two mean to me. I met Megan back when we were studying abroad, so I've been there since the Nick era. And and I've never seen Megan happier. Nick, you make Megan the best version of herself and vice versa. You guys complement each other so well. You're honestly like brother and sister to me. I don't have a sister. You're the closest thing I can have to that. Love you so much. I have so many memories I want to share, but they might not be appropriate for this dinner. But what I do want to share is, Megan, you did write me a note, which I'm not going to read the whole thing because, again, might not be the place, but I want to share some of our study abroad experience. So basically, this was our last night together after spending, 6 months in London, being roommates, not knowing each other. We literally slept in cots next to each other for 6 months. Oh my goodness. You said, I'll miss spending 2 hours with you on the Lovelock Bridge while single AF, which, hindsight, you ended up meeting Nick a year later, you ended up meeting Gordy a year later, and I didn't. I met Mitch a couple years later, but taking 792 pics of each other for a good Instagram, getting free cruises, Mr. and Mrs. Moyna, you'll like this, barfing together. Do you remember when you had to write my mom, this is back in the day of what, like 2013, 2012? You had to write my mom a check, like a handwritten check, because Megan threw up in my Uber. Sorry, I hate that I'm talking about this now. Oh my goodness. I have so many amazing memories with you. Even the Moyna family, like Megan and I we lived together for like, 5 years out of college? And every year we would move apartments because we were cheap girls and we loved a deal. So we hopped around different apartments and we dragged our families to move us with them. And my parents went to St. Ben, St. John's, as did Mr. and Mrs. Moyna. And you, Ryan, no, you went to St. Thomas, but you knew my brother. And every year, it was like Groundhog's Day. We would move in, and Nick was there too. Hi, Nick. We would move in, and everyone was meeting each other for the first time. Mr. and Mrs. Moyna were meeting my parents, talking about the same thing, talking about St. John's. You were meeting my brother for the first time every single year. It was hilarious. 5th time, and I was really sad when that ended because it was an end of an era. I hate how I'm making this Taylor Swift theme now, and I'm not even a Swiftie, but long story short, I love you guys. You're like siblings to me. I've waited for this day for so long. I've always had this same gut feeling that your mom's had, that this would be it. So I love you. I'm sorry, I don't know what I said.
Oh boy. It's unplanned, but I'm doing it. Good job.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing tonight? Can I get a little sound check? I said, how are we doing tonight, folks? Can I get a sound check? All right. First of all, Nick, are you allowing ushers to speak tonight? Because here I am. I'm a couple cabs deep, and I wasn't going to speak. Nick told me it was open mic night. I was like, it's not really my space to be up here, but because Tyler came up, I had to one-up him. So here I am. Well, it's not too hard, Tyler. To be honest, I just wrote this in the corner about 2 minutes ago, so just bear with me, folks. I'm not from Minnetonka. I grew up in Chaska, Minnesota, Victoria, farm kid, whatever, and ended up going to high school. I was a hockey guy. Nick's not. He's pretty good at pond, but we're working on it over the winters. And I'll say I came in as a highly touted hockey player and somewhat touted football player that absolutely went downhill, and Nick saw me in tryouts. I had long curly hair, and anyways, he was one guy that my freshman year I met and was just super nice to me and always was, talking to me and was a football guy, and he's what I would call a glue guy, right? He keeps all these different friend groups alive. He has so many different friends, from the athletes to the skateboarders to whoever, right? The guy he knew everybody, and that's somebody that I wanted to hang out with in high school when I was the new guy, and I knew that right off the bat when I met Nick. We can certainly say that because he's the glue guy with all these guys, but the fact that he's friends with Paulie Giel, he's a good guy, okay? Sorry, Geely. But to be honest with you, a lot of the guys in the wedding party I kind of knew, but I never grew up with them in middle school, grade school. And because I was good friends with Nick when I came home, I was able to reconnect with some of these guys that are here tonight and become really good friends with today. And I'm super thankful to be here with these guys, and have had a lot of fun the past couple years that I've been home. Nick, we heard a lot about your golf game. Nick plays so much golf, believe it or not. He's beat me every time because I don't play a lot, okay? That's the only reason why. But, he's not truly athletic. He just plays a lot, and I don't. Anyways, he's always the guy that I haven't lived here for probably 10 years before I moved back 2 years ago, and every time I came home, he was someone that always made me feel like I was picking right up where I left off. And my wife is not from here, and him and Megan always made us feel special and became some of our best friends. And Megan, I knew you and I were going to be best friends because we're both influencers, right? Am I right? Am I right? So we hit it off. You know, we were talking about what should our caption be on our post, and she taught me a lot about different emojis, especially this one. Because I had no clue what that meant. I thought it was a frown. She told me it was like a half smirk, whatever. But Megan, ever since I met you, you've made Nick so happy, and you've become one of my good friends and Alana's good friends, and we're so happy that you two are going to be getting married this weekend and taking the next step in life together. And I'm just so happy to be a part of it and be here tonight and this weekend. I was a little worried I wasn't going to make it, but I'm here. We've got Louie who's sleeping in bed right now. Lou. But I'm super happy. My suit fits pretty well. I mean, I had to make sure I put on a few pounds, so we had to make some adjustments, but we're looking good there. And let me just close this thing out with saying, I love you guys. Let's raise a toast to Nick and Megan. It's going to be a fun weekend.
Now I'm up here. I don't want to be up here. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Natalie. I am Megan's friend from college. And recently, we are coworkers, which is a dream, having your best friend to be your coworker. I actually first met Nick at the very iconic wedding photo shoot. Megan dragged me along, was like, hey, I need you to be a bridesmaid for this photo shoot that I'm a bride in. And I'm like, what? How did you get involved in such a thing? I show up and she's like, this is Nick. And I'm like, oh, hi, Nick. And she walks away. I'm like just a little shocked she dragged him here. This was like month 1 into dating. I'm like, you must really like Megan. Like, this is a lot. And he's like, I really like her. Isn't she so awesome? And I like melted. I was like, and that's how I remember, or that's how I think of Megan and Nick today always. Their love is so infectious. Whenever Garrett and I go to get dinner with them, drinks with them, we always, after the dinner, talk about how much we love being around them because it's infectious. They're so happy. They're so in love. They spread joy wherever they are. And they're just always so in the moment. So to that, we're so grateful to have you too. I'm also selfishly so grateful that you guys are getting married first because I have learned so much. I'm always like, Megan, what do I do next? What do I have to think about? And, you know, Garrett's got Nick's demeanor of, hey, let's just golf. It's fine. The girls got this thing going on. But we're so happy to be here this weekend. It's going to be such a beautiful weekend. If tonight's any testament to how wonderful the weekend will be, we have a lot in store. So, cheers. We love you guys so much. You want to speak? Love you.
Geez, getting peer pressure over here. What the hell's going on? You can tell the first half of the people here are public school kids, can't figure out how to talk into a mic. But rest assured, I'm Catholic school, private school my entire life, so don't worry. I am Ryan, little brother of the beautiful, smart, funny, interesting, outgoing, athletic young man Nick here in 2 days. Grew up with Megan. Yeah, no, never had an older brother. You know, I have Nolan, younger brother. I got Kayla, younger sister, and obviously Megan, older sister. And I've always wanted an older brother. It's a one thing that I always wanted but never had. Like hole in one. I'd way rather have a hole in one than Nick, but Yeah, exactly. No, I don't have much to say, but I had a whole hell of a lot of time to think about what I would say, because it took Nick a whole 20 years to get a sack and bend his knee here. But it's funny because I was a senior in college, and my senior year spring break, and I'm first night I'm there, I cracked my head open. I'm in the pet vet getting stitched up by this Jose guy that I don't know if he's really verified to be doing this, and put me on these antibiotics that I don't know what they were. And long story short, I text Nick after 10 shots later when I shouldn't have been drinking, but I was like, hey, Nick, are you gonna propose to my sister or what? And so I'd like to take a little bit of credit for this night. Granted, that was 3.5, 4 years ago, but I planted the seed, so to speak. He'd never reply to me. I think the next thing he said was tea time, 10:50. Some golf, some bullshit. Two things I don't like about Nick is he drives an undercover cop car, so I don't have to explain that at all. And two is every single time we're golfing, he shows up late to the tee time. It's gotten so bad that I've had to, let's say we have a 9:30 tee time, and he's like, hey, what's the tee time? I'm like, 9:10. She shows up at 9:20, 10 minutes late, but he's actually right on time. Anyway, I'm hoping this marriage brings you some responsibility and punctuality. But anyway, and on a serious note, Nick has, how long have you guys been together? 7 years. I always say 5 to 10. It's been working out. I'm going to have to adjust the timeline pretty soon here. 7 to 11. But no, I was always protective or overprotective of both Megan and Kayla growing up. You got friends giving you shit oh, your sister this and that, and just pissed me off. But anyway, point is, once Nick came along, it kind of disintegrated, and he's just a stud. I just don't know what to say, man. There's really nobody else that I've ever met or known that I'd rather marry my older sister. You're the best. You've felt like a brother for a long time now, and I'm looking forward to that being solidified in 2 days. Love you guys. Cheers, pledges.
Amy, get up.